What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Madden rebuild. Today we will be doing a fantasy style rebuild of the new look New York Giants, right? So they improved quite a bit in the offseason. They signed a couple big name players, so we're going to see how they develop here for us and how they mesh with the rest of the team. This is going to be fantasy style, so anything is possible. I could trade whoever I want, even though I think they tweaked trading, like the logic of it, like quite a bit, at least since my last fantasy rebuild. I was trying a couple trades in that realistic rebuild I had the other day, and I was not getting nearly as much value as what I was used to. So I'm not even sure if we're going to really be able to trade all that much here, but I will do my best. But hopefully you guys are looking forward to this one. It should be fun to get back into a fantasy rebuild. I hope I can at least get a couple draft picks because, of course, drafting is my favorite part of doing a rebuild. But let's start going over the roster, right? So, at quarterback, we have Daniel Jones, 72 overall, normal development trait. Now, he typically plays pretty well in Madden. I hope he can do that for us here because he's still very young. Of course, a ton of potential. Now, in real life, like, if he can play well, if Daniel Jones can play, I feel like above average, I feel like this team can do actually pretty well. Because I think the Giants do have a pretty good roster. Their offensive line needs some work too, but, like, for the most part, they have a pretty good team. And if Daniel Jones and if the O-line can play well, I think this team can actually, I think, make it into the playoffs, especially since this division was so bad last year. But, I mean, it did improve quite a bit. Like, Washington got better for sure. But anyway, regardless, at running back, we have Saquon Barkley. One of the better running backs in the NFL for sure. He's a superstar X Factor. He plays out of his mind in Madden, so I'm expecting him to do that for us in this rebuild. At least I hope so. Now, one of the new acquisitions, Kenny Golladay. One of the better receivers in free agency for sure. He's amazing catching in traffic, spectacular catch, jumping, all that good stuff. He's a #1 receiver for Daniel Jones, just a player he can just chuck it up to whenever he's under duress. And then Kenny Golladay will probably come down with it. We have Sterling Shepard here, who will probably play the slot in real life, but I'm not sure if he's going to play that here for us. I might have Darius Slayton play the slot just because he's much younger and has far more potential. I'm probably going to have Slayton be the 2 in the slot, and then Kenny Golladay the 1. We might even trade Sterling Shepard. I don't know just yet because he's going to be regressing here soon. We'll kind of see how it works. I don't know. Well, the offensive line really isn't good. I'm not sure if I'll be able to trade for any offensive linemen. I guess I'll try. I'll see what I can get, but like a lot of these guys really aren't that special. They also have Nate Solder somewhere, right? Yeah, there he is. He needs to be off the team. He's making a lot of money, and I don't really want him here anymore because he's only a 70. But at least we have Andrew Thomas. I mean, he's a rookie. Well, according to this roster, right, he's a rookie. Will Hernandez is also pretty young. We have some pieces to build around, but the overall unit is not good at all. Then over here at tight end, we have Evan Ingram and Kyle Rudolph. They just recently signed Rudolph. Of course, he's been pretty consistent for the Vikings his entire career, really. And then Evan Ingram has shown flashes, but has some drop issues for sure. He's an interesting player. He's probably going to do fine for us in this rebuild, but I don't know how much longer he's going to stay on the Giants in real life. Who knows? Now, on the defensive side, I definitely think the stronger, the two sides of the football here. They have Adoree Jackson now, another new acquisition. He's a solid cornerback. He still has a lot of youth, right? He's only 24 years old. Pairing him with James Bradbury, who was excellent this last year. They have a pretty good cornerback core now. They have some solid pieces for sure. Their secondary in general is actually really good. Logan Ryan's a good safety. 84 overall for him. He's probably going to be regressing, but still, certainly not bad. Jabril Peppers is really good to have in Madden because he's very young. He develops really well, typically. Then they have Xavier McKinney. Now, right, I want Xavier McKinney starting for sure because he's still considered a rookie here, and he's a 74 overall. Jabril Peppers, what are you looking like coverage-wise? 76 zone, 78 man, 87 hit power. I wonder if he can play corner. Maybe I can move him down the corner. He's an 81 overall hybrid safety, so maybe he'd be like an 81 overall corner as well. I know Logan Ryan played corner. Like, I could have him play down there. But he transitioned up really well to safety, so I'm going to leave him go. And Jabril Peppers is an 81 down at cornerback. Also, Xavier McKinney is already a strong safety, so I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much. Like, you can swap players around in the secondary pretty easily in Madden. And I think this kind of just will help the development of the overall defense here, because now Xavier McKinney is fully starting. Jabril Peppers is also still starting, so those guys are both going to be developing pretty well, I'd imagine. The linebackers on this team really aren't that great. I'd like to get some different edge rushers if possible. I mean, Lorenzo Carter's still not bad. He's only 24, so maybe he can stay. But O'Shane Ximines, he's only 23, so he's still very young, but he's probably not going to progress too much more. Blake Martinez, like, I don't think was actually that bad this last year. But, I kind of want a different linebacker at some point. Maybe a different middle linebacker in the draft. At least a #2 linebacker. I'm fine with Blake Martinez probably sliding to that #2 spot. And then maybe we can draft a rookie to be the #1 linebacker. And then on the defensive line, they have a solid group here. Some good run stoppers, right? Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, B.J. Hill, Danny Shelton as well. Okay. I didn't know he was actually on this team. Interesting. But anyway, those are the Giants, right? So the Giants, I think, actually have a pretty good team. Not the highest rated team in the game right now. Most of that's because of the offense is pretty low. It's a 75. But yeah, I definitely think they have some pretty solid potential at taking this division, right? Like I said before, if Daniel Jones on the offensive line can perform well, and if they can stay relatively healthy, I do actually think they have a decent shot at going like 9-7, 10-6, and that should be probably more than enough to take the division. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and try to make some trades. Now, I mentioned this before, but it seems like the trade logic has been more realistic lately. I don't even know if I want to say that. It's just like harder to it's just harder to make trades. I'm going to try to get a first-round draft pick. I want at least one. I'd really like at least one first-round draft pick. All right, so we finally got a trade to go through. This is way harder than it used to be, that's for sure. But I'm giving the Eagles. I just realized I'm trading with the Eagles. Okay, well, anyway, they're getting Sterling Shepard, a third-round draft pick next year, and Dante Pettis for their first-rounder. Now, it kind of sucks that we're getting rid of Sterling Shepard, but you definitely need to trade like better players now than you used to be able to, right? There is not a single team who has even yellow interest right now in Kyle Rudolph. And I feel like at least before there were a couple. There was definitely a couple. So like teams are definitely taking in like age and contract and stuff like that into consideration when you're trying to trade. Same thing with Nate Solder. Not a single team is even remotely interested in him either. I don't really know how much more I'm going to be able to get here. Maybe I can land like another draft pick. I would love to get an offensive lineman. I just don't think it's going to be possible. All right, I think this is going to be the final trade I make because there's just nothing I can do at the moment. We're just getting rid of these three players for a third-round draft pick from the Ravens, right? So I'm used to trading a lot, and that's definitely not possible anymore. So we really didn't change much. We just got rid of a couple pieces on this team. The overall didn't even change. So we just acquired a couple draft picks there, which is pretty nice. Hopefully we can build for the future then, but I will see you guys here at the mid-season mark. Also, actually, before I go to the mid-season mark, I forgot that there are like some really good free agents still here. I'm very tempted to sign Mitchell Schwartz. I won't do it for this video, but maybe I'll do it for a future one because that does seem kind of cheesy. You're just getting like an amazing offensive tackle for free pretty much. Well, not free. Of course, you got to pay him, but you know what I mean. We just beat the Buccaneers. That's interesting. But at week 9, we are 3-5. Okay, in last place. I wouldn't mind finishing in last place, actually. But 5-3 for the Eagles and the Cowboys. 3-4 for Washington. There's nothing to show here. I'm sure you guys all know what Andrew Thomas has. Only a star. I guess if you don't know, there you go. But let's see who has to come back to the team. I think this is Austin Johnson. Yeah, okay. So we only have 3 impending free agents at the moment. I don't want any of them. So that's actually really good. We don't have to spend that much money. Hopefully we can sign some really good free agents then. But I will see you guys now at the end of the season. Surprisingly enough, we made the playoffs. We finished 9-7. 10-6 there for the Packers. That's what we have to take on. We come in second place in the division. And I also traded for the Eagles pick, right? And they finished 6-10. So that's actually a really good trade then. Daniel Jones, 3,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, 8 picks. He actually had a really good season though. Not too many yards, but like of course the touchdown interception ratio looks really good. Saquon was phenomenal, 5.1 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. He had a really good year. Darius Slayton had the most yards, 881, 851 for Kenny Golladay, 9 touchdowns for Slayton, 7 for Golladay and Ingram. Blocking was really bad from Andrew Thomas. All right. Hopefully we can get some better offensive linemen here in the offseason, but 122 tackles for Blake Martinez, 15 tackles for loss for Dexter Lawrence, 8 sacks for Lorenzo Carter. He had 14 tackles for loss too. He had a really good year. I'll take that. 3 picks for Adoree Jackson and James Bradbury. 2 for Xavier McKinney, 1 for Logan Ryan, Jabril Peppers, and Darnay Holmes. 24th in the NFL on offense. And then defensively, we were 20th. Don't know how this team made the playoffs, but I'll take it. Anybody from the Giants? No, sadly. Dak wins Offensive Player of the Year, but Daniel Jones at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year is Khalil Mack. Nobody from the Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jalen Hurts. Nobody from the Giants. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Chris Barnes. Xavier McKinney, though, at number 3. All right, so, of course, we have to go up against Aaron Rodgers and his Packers. I'm just going to sim by. We're probably going to get crushed. I don't really expect to win this one. Oh, all right. Well, let's sim by again. Can we take down the Seahawks? No. 35-28, though. We actually put up a pretty good fight. This offensive lineman class so far looks terrible, so that's always fun. But the Ravens and the Rams and the Super Bowl, and the Rams are going to win 24-7. All right, so we still don't have like any free agents to bring back, which is great. Also, I'm going to spend my coach experience after the draft. I'm going to see how I draft first, see who we get. But we have $40.68 million. And Marcus Williams is here. He'd be pretty good to have at free safety, I feel like. He's a solid improvement over Logan Ryan there. He's 4 overall points better. We do have Love behind Logan Ryan, but I don't know if I really want him playing because he's only a 77. We have the money, so I feel like we might as well go out and get Marcus Williams. There's also nobody else here who looks like that enticing to me, so I'm going to spend some money. We'll try to get Marcus Williams on the team. Let's see if we can lowball him a little bit. I also lobbed a contract at 1 offensive lineman, and we got Cam Robinson. Okay, so we didn't hear back yet from Marcus Williams, but let's check again, and we are no longer the top team. 95 points doesn't even put us up there. The Colts are offering him a lot of money. 100 points. That puts us 3rd. I don't feel like going higher than that, so I'll offer him that much. We did not get Marcus Williams. That's all right. I didn't expect to, since we were in 3rd place. So Saquon is chilling with his 5th-year option. Might as well give it to him. Why not? He's a good player. All right, I have a pretty good idea of who I would like to select, so let's just enter the draft. We have the 6th overall pick and like the 20-something overall pick. Let's go straight to pick number 6. I'd like a defensive end. I'll see if he's available. He is still available, actually. Victor Corbett. Early first-round talent. Early first-round projection. He looks really good. If I took him, he'd probably play outside linebacker. So that's the first player I would like. Let me just look around a little bit more. Also, this guy won the Heisman. He looks pretty good, but I don't need a running back right now. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else I'd rather have right now. So we are going to be taking Victor Corbett. 76, and he has hidden. Okay, he's ranked number 2. We took him at number 6. I will take that all the time. Hidden development trait is amazing in this game, so he's going to play outside linebacker. And then I think I might trade up to like pick number 20. There's a player who's supposed to go early 2nd rounds, but I kind of just want to make sure I get him. I don't think trading up 5 spots will be that difficult. We're trading up here with the Saints. I'm giving them a 4th-round draft pick and Matt Pert to get the 20th overall pick. So let's go ahead and advance straight to there. Hopefully this guy's still available. I think he should be. He's an outside linebacker, and his name is Keenan Stevens. Early 1st-round talent, early 2nd-round projection. This guy actually looks really good, so welcome to the team. He's a 74 with normal. Let me see. Can this guy play middle linebacker? Actually, he has decent like pass rushing stats. I don't want him pass rushing, though. I thought he'd be a better middle linebacker. We can probably still kind of mold this guy into whatever we want. So maybe we can just have him play middle. I don't think that would be that big of a deal. He might be like a 72 overall, but he's a rookie, so he has a lot of potential. And with this pick, I'm taking Donovan Allen because this guy had a good draft story about him. He's very fast, probably has hidden. He does have hidden, and he's a 69 overall. Let's go. 95 speed, 91 acceleration. I will take that. 89 kick return as well, so he can at least play in that role. There's a bunch of centers I meant to take, and they are all gone. Of course, I forgot. I'm dumb. Who's still on the draft board? We have a couple 3rd-round players. I'm going to take 1 guard, I guess. Jesse Schaub. He's a 68. He's actually not that bad. And he's probably going to play, as sad as that is. We have another pick here in the 3rd round, the 31st overall pick. And I'm going to take Edward Jenkins. He's another 68 overall player. That's fine. Our next pick isn't until the 6th round. There's probably nobody left on our draft board, but I will check quick. We have nobody left on the draft board, so I'm taking a kicker. Or a punter. I'm going to take the 6'4 punter. He's actually really good. He's a nice overall. Let's go. I don't think we need a punter, but it's always fun. And I'm also going to spend this 7th round pick on a kicker, because why not? We're not going to get anybody else like worth anything here, so let's see. Who's the best kicker? I like Javier Ventura. He's a 66. He's not that bad. All right, so we got 2 hidden development trait players, so that's like never bad. I'll take that for sure. Let's check out the rest of the draft. Who was the best player? Our guy was number 2, right? So maybe he was tied with the best player. He was not. There's a 77 overall running back, Jimmy Buckhalter. Actually a really good looking running back. He's pretty balanced. Amazing change of direction. Really good agility too. Yeah, this guy's a really good running back. Okay, so of course we got Corbett. He looks really good here. A bunch of 76s in this class. Here is the Heisman winner, Jarvis Howard. He looks okay too. Another good running back here. 74 overall for him. Let me check out these few centers. I don't think this was one of them. Maybe it was. Yeah, I do think it was. Okay. There was one really good center, and then a couple guys who I think were supposed to go like mid to late first. There's another one. He's a 73. There was one more center. He might have been a 2nd round talent. He is hidden, though. He's probably the best center in the class, to be honest, just because of his development. Giving the Patriots 3 backup players for a starting caliber left guard, which is amazing. So now the offensive line got a little bit better. I don't know where he's going to play. I think I'm actually going to have him play center. Let's see if he goes down an overall at center. I might just have him play there, because then we at least have a decent offensive line. Because, of course, you know, our right guard is our lowest overall, but he could at least go up. And he actually does not go down at center, so that's fine. He's an 83 overall center. Perfectly fine with having him on the team, right? So we're chilling. We're chilling with this roster. Also, I never went over development trade upgrades. I realized that right now. So that's fun. We'll kind of do that as we introduce the team here once again. I don't think there were any development trait upgrades on the offensive side, but I think the team's looking a little bit better in general. We're an 83 overall, 83 offense, 83 defense. We at least caught the offense up with the defense in terms of overall. We have a new third receiver, which is pretty interesting. He has hit in development trait, also a new left tackle. And then on the defensive side, anybody up in development trait? We have Lorenzo Carter up, which is actually really cool. I don't believe anybody else is, but honestly, if we have one player up, that's good enough for me. We also have another hidden development trait player, now this time an edge rusher. Hopefully he has better than star development, but the team's actually not looking too bad. All right, so let's go ahead, spend the coach experience, and then I will simulate to the mid-season. All right, at the mid-season mark here, we are only 3-4, but that's good enough for second place in the division, so hopefully we can have a good second half of the year. Let's check out these development traits. Now, I doubt the third receiver is able to be revealed right now, and he's not, but the outside linebacker should be. He has superstar development as well. That is amazing. Okay, love to see that. But Evan Ingram is the top free agent. I would like him back. He's an 86 overall. He's still good. Jabril Peppers, Lorenzo Carter I want back too. Will Hernandez I should give a contract to. That's it for now. Maybe BJ Hill, but I can probably replace him pretty easily. All right, so we didn't make the playoffs this year. We finished 7-9 in second place here, just behind the Eagles. 6-10 for the Cowboys and football team. That's unfortunate. Daniel Jones, 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 picks. So again, not really a bad season. I will take that for sure. Saquon was good once again. So was Devontae Booker. He had 10 touchdowns as the backup. Interesting. Darius Slayton had over 1,000 yards. Kenny Golladay had 10 touchdowns. All right, pretty interesting there. Our rookie receiver didn't really get involved like at all. Blocking was pretty bad still. Okay. At least there wasn't one player who let up like over 20 sacks. There's some kind of improvement. 102 tackles for Blake Martinez, 16 tackles for loss for Leonard Williams, 15 for Lorenzo Carter and Victor Corbett, the rookie, 7 sacks for Leonard Williams and Lorenzo Carter. We have 5 picks for Jabril Peppers, 3 for Blake Martinez and Logan Ryan, 2 for Xavier McKinney, and then 1 for Keenan Stevens and Adoree Jackson. All right, so the team, like stat-wise, looked better than they did last year. We were 15th on offense, 18th on defense. We also ranked better than we did last year, too. That's interesting. Washington has a quarterback named Chip Morrison. That is such a cool name. I love it. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Chip Morrison. Donovan Allen, though, at number 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Victor Corbett. Keenan Stevens at number 3. I'll take that. He has superstar development, so that's pretty amazing to see. All right, the Super Bowl here is between the Seahawks and the Chiefs. Let's see who's going to win. It goes to the Chiefs, 38-21. All right, let's see who is in free agency. We have $43.76 million. Jair Alexander, Fred Warner, the usual players are here. Baker Mayfield, we could upgrade quarterback, but honestly, Daniel Jones has not been bad. Tom Brady, I might give him a contract too for the memes, but I'm definitely going after Fred Warner. Kind of has to happen, dude. Like I know I do this a lot. Well, to be fair, I haven't really signed him in like a couple months. So, you know, it hasn't been that recent. We got Fred Warner. He was the only player we got. I also went after Tom Brady because why not? Let's see if we are still the only team bidding on him. We are not. Washington is not pursuing him, even though they have an amazingly named quarterback. I don't get it. Also, Jair is here. I'm going to give him the smallest possible contract, okay? I like the corners on this team, but he's a 99 overall corner. You kind of can't pass up on a player of his caliber. We are going to give him the smallest possible contract for 7 years. If he accepts this, that's just on him. I don't know what to say. Also, before I forget, let's go over development trade upgrades. Seeing as how I completely forgot last year. I don't think anyone is up on the offense, but also Allen has star development. All right, let me also change the playbook. Let's try to move on from the Giants playbook. We have a 9% scheme fit and pistol. That's amazing. I'll probably change the scheme fit at some point too, but let me move this to, let's try Tennessee again. That was always my go-to back in the day. I say back in the day as if it was like a couple years ago, but it was like, you know, a couple months ago, whatever. Anyway, I don't think anybody is up on the offense. Now, defensively, we have Lorenzo Carter up, so is Leonard Williams. And I believe that is it, but, I mean, the team's looking pretty spicy. I'm just going to say that much. We're an 88 overall. We kind of just need another defensive end there on defense, and the defense is perfectly fine. The offense could honestly still use some offensive lineman help. I'm looking, but it's just difficult, dude. We also did not get Jair Alexander. It's okay. Did not expect to get him at all, but I figured, you know, why not lob a contract his way? I swear for the first time ever, there is like a good looking offensive lineman. This never happens. I don't know if I'll be able to get him. I might have to trade up to do so. But Frank Phillips actually looks good. Early first round talent. I honestly don't even know if I've ever seen an early first round talent offensive lineman in this game. It has been a long time if it has ever happened. But I might just simulate 1-by-1 until like the first offensive guard goes, because like Ken Hitchens will probably go first. He's very strong, but that looks like about it for him. Let's see. Is he going to go first overall? He does not. An outside linebacker does. There goes Hitchens. All right. Now, do I trade up to number 3? I could try. Because this guy actually does look really solid. We got a trade to go through. I'm giving the Jets pick number 11, this guard we drafted last year, and a second rounder next year, for pick number 3. Now with this pick, I'm going to be taking a normal development offensive lineman, most likely. Also, this guy won the Heisman. Just figured I'd point him out. Nazir Powers. Looks pretty cool, but I'm not going to take him. We are going to go with Frank Phillips. 74 with normal. All right, so sadly, this is one of the best offensive linemen I have ever seen in this entire game. That's just a testament to how bad offensive linemen are in this game. It is, like, actually horrible. But, I mean, at least we got a pretty good-looking one, I guess. There's not really anybody else, like, I want here. Honestly, there's Ross Beverly. He looks pretty good. I'll take him. He has hidden development trait, and he's a 70. I mean, sure. Why not get some wide receiver depth? I kind of want a running back. I'll take him if he's here. He is not here, but honestly, that's fine. We have a late 3rd round offensive tackle, late 3rd round receiver, mid 3rd round guard. 69. There we go. I'll take that. I do need a backup running back, but we could always sign one. It's really not difficult to do that. I'm going to take this receiver and then this center with my next pick. So we have a 68 overall player now. Pretty decent looking receiver as well. And then this center is probably the best center in this class. This class had 2 centers who were projected to be drafted. It was a horrible class. But the 68 overall Eric Bayless is probably the best of the bunch. I will take 1 shot at a running back. And probably not get anyone good. There are some 7 combine grades, though. Let's take this guy. Okay, hang on a second. He's a 68 with hidden. He's actually really solid. He's going to be the backup running back for this team. This draft went really well, but the lowest overall player we got was a 68, so can't complain about that for sure. But let's see who the best player in the class was. There's a 77 overall corner, and he is the best. Jamie Moss. 95 speed and acceleration, and he's 6'2". That is one hell of a cornerback. Sam Rush also looks super good. He had a good draft story about him. 89 speed, 92 acceleration. And he's a good player as well. Some good corners in this class for sure. Let's check out the Heisman winner. It was Nazir something. Nazir Powers. 73 with hidden. Pretty good looking player. 79 man coverage is quite nice there for a safety. I'm just going to be signing Shelby Harris here to play defensive end because we lost BJ Hill in free agency. We need someone else to play there, and Shelby Harris looks pretty good to me. But here's a look at the team. We are now an 88 overall. The team's actually progressing pretty well here. Maybe this year we can finally make it back into the postseason. We got a different offensive lineman now, right? We have Phillips now starting at right guard. I'm hoping the offensive line can kind of, figure it out and play a little bit better here. And then defensively, we have a really good-looking defense. Let me actually just move Shelby Harris over really quickly, though. Okay, there we go. We have a really good-looking defense. We have a lot of players with at least star development, a handful of superstars as well. The team is looking pretty good on this side of the football. Also, I was trying to trade Blake Martinez, but nobody wants him. Like, I couldn't trade him for really anything. Also, nobody can really afford him. Everybody is pretty much negative in cap at the moment. So we're just going to hold on to him, I guess. I don't really know. I'm going to spend my coach experience, and then I will see you guys at the midseason mark once again. At the midseason mark here, we are 3-4 at the bottom of the division. Very nice, very nice. Who has to come back to the team? Of course, there's Saquon, Kenny Golladay, James Bradbury, Darius Slayton. Okay, a lot of players who we should definitely bring back to the team. Yeah, we have a lot of money, though. We have $127 million. We can certainly afford all these guys. The first 2 guys are coming back. James Bradbury, this team's number 1 corner. I'm going to give him a 2-year contract. He wants that. There we go. Darius Slayton. Team's number 2 receiver, giving him a contract too. There's a lot of guys here, man. I guess I'll let you know if I don't get anybody. Oh, Daniel Jones also needs a contract. Oh, no. Let's offer him this, and he wants it. Okay, we're having Daniel Jones back on the team then. The only player who didn't accept right away is Adoree Jackson. Everybody else accepted who I gave a contract to, so that's nice. Let's see what the record's looking like here at the end of the season. Did we clutch up and make it into the postseason? We did not. We finished 7-9. I really can't get this team to be better than like average, but Daniel Jones has another pretty good season. Guess he kind of earned that contract extension. Saquon was okay, only 4 touchdowns though, which is interesting. A lot of yards per attempt, a lot of yards. Just a weird season. Oh, Darius Slayton was amazing. Good lord, 15 touchdowns, 102 catches. He went off. 1,400 yards as well. The offensive line played better than they ever have, so this is a weird season. I feel like the offense was actually pretty good. 118 tackles there for Fred Warner, 14 tackles for loss for Lorenzo Carter, 8 sacks for Victor Corbett. Not many picks, honestly. A lot of players with at least 1, but not that many in total. We were 7th in the NFL on offense. This was a disappointing season. And then 22nd on defense. Mitchell Trubisky is at number 2 for MVP. Of course he is. Daniel Jones at number 8, though. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Mitchell Trubisky. Daniel Jones at number 4. Was that Joshua Dobbs? The Saints are so dumb. Khalil Mack wins Defensive Player of the Year. Fred Warner at number 5, though. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Deion Watkins. Harold Ross, the running back, at number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Dominique Sutton. All right, so now let's just go straight to the Super Bowl. I might as well get the quarterback upgrade now. Daniel Jones is the long-term option at the moment, so let's just get him progressing as well as possible. Let's see who's in the Super Bowl, though. The Rams and the Colts. Let's go by here, see who's going to win. The Rams do not win. I was going to say maybe they can get their second Super Bowl of the video. I think they won one before, but 28-23, the Colts are going to take them down. Now, let's take a look at free agents again. Bunch of guys here I don't really want. I'm going to let go of Cam Robinson. He didn't really work out too well. Yeah, a lot of these guys can just go. We can replace them in free agency, I think, pretty easily. Let's hop into the first week of free agency, though, where we have $16 million. Yeah, we brought back a lot of players. That makes sense. Stephon Gilmore is available. So is Baker Mayfield. That'd be kind of dumb to go after him, though. Ed Oliver, I'd actually really like. He'd be a good defensive end for this team, so let's try to snag him. 83 total points. All right. We definitely need a new tackle, and Jonah Williams is looking straight at me. I'm giving him a pretty decent... I mean, that's not even a decently sized contract. That's like the most we can offer. Let's give him that and see if he wants it. Ed Oliver accepted, but Jonah Williams did not. I really want Jonah Williams. Please accept. We are still the only team bidding on Jonah Williams. Please tell me we can land him. He would be massive. This would help us out a lot. And we got Jonah Williams. Sick. Okay, the team is looking a little bit better then. That's amazing. But let's go over these development trade upgrades. Darius Slayton is up in development trade. He's also about to be a 95 overall. Good lord. The running back and the receiver both have star development. All right. Interesting to see there. And then on the defensive side, I don't think anyone is up in development trade. But Ed Oliver is sliding over to left end. And this defense just got so much scarier. We have a really good D-line. We have an amazing secondary. And we have good linebackers. I mean, this defense is phenomenal. The offense isn't that bad either. The offensive line has come a pretty long way. Maybe we have a decent offensive line now. Okay, I like our chances for this next season. I really do. Let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. We have the 13th overall pick. I have also not once looked at the draft board. I'm just going to simulate to my pick. I don't even really know what I want. So let's just see who is here at pick number 13. Maybe a safety? Wouldn't mind a safety. I could take a corner and move Jabril back up to safety. That could be an option. There are some good safeties here, though. Let's look at the corners. Anybody really good? Cam Frazier, mid-first round talent. No one else who looks that good. I mean, this guy's a good combine grade. Walter Barker. Take like a backup D tackle. I don't know what it'd take. This guy's probably the best player like left, so I'm going to take him. Franklin Goldson. 77 normal. Rank number 5. Took him at 13. He's a good rotational defensive tackle. I'm fine with that. I will take a safety there if there are any available here. There probably aren't. I didn't know I didn't have a second. I forgot about that. Yeah, there are no safeties available. Honestly, it's not a big deal. There's a right end with a 7 combine grade. He's a 67. I figured I would just take a shot. I don't know anything about this class, really. I had auto scouting on the whole time. I didn't look at any of the draft stories either. I just don't really think I need anything, man. I think this team is in like a really solid spot. So let's just take like 1 or 2 more players here. There's a second round middle linebacker all the way down here. Yeah, we'll take him. Kenya Windsor. He has hidden development trait. This is interesting then. I might have him play the number 2 middle linebacker position. That might not be a bad idea. That guy looks really good, actually. Let's take one more guy, and then I'm good to simulate. We have another middle linebacker. Sure, why not? 68 with normal. Okay, the scout really went crazy with the linebackers. See who the best player was. Also check out who the computer got for me. Luke Jones, a 69 in the 7th round. That's not even that bad. Okay, who's the best player? So it seems like a pretty good class then if we had the 5th best player at a 77. There's a 79. This guy looks insane. Chance Parks, 97 speed. He can move. Another good cornerback. This guy went number 1 overall. Pretty good looking corner as well. Not the fastest, but certainly not bad. Yeah, that was a really good looking draft class. Also, those top 2 guys had hidden. You love to see that. This is going to be the team then for this next season. This could potentially be the final year. I don't know. I'll probably go out and sign another running back because we definitely need one. But yeah, for the most part, this is going to be the team. Not too much change. The team's just in a really good position, I think at least. We're 91 overall. This team's progressed really well, actually. A lot of players with some good development traits. This entire defense now is going to at least have at least the starters there, so that's pretty cool. Let's hop into free agency. Let's see if I can even get a running back. All right, we cut a couple players. Let's just go sign like Leonard Fournette or something. He can be the number 2 running back on this team. That's fine. He's an 84 overall. I will take it. And now, let's go to the mid-season mark. I think this team should have a pretty good shot. We are finally over 500 at the mid-season mark. But still, like, I think this team should be playing way better than this. I don't know. I guess we'll look to bring back some players. I might go a year after this, but I'm honestly not even too sure. Yeah, we don't have that much money either, so hopefully we can get these guys, like, really easily. Just don't decline. I don't want to have to raise your contracts. Andrew Thomas is going to be kind of expensive because he's a tackle, but sure. Oh, okay, he declined. I'll negotiate with him at the end of the season, honestly. But we're 4-3. Not off to a bad start. I'm just hoping the second half of the year goes better than the first. All right, let's see. Are we in the playoffs? We are in the playoffs, and we finished 11-5. We are the top team in the NFC East as well. Not too bad. Daniel Jones, 4,222 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 picks. He's been actually pretty consistent. He's honestly just been getting like consistently better each season. I will take it. Let's go, Daniel Jones. 6 yards per carry for Saquon. That's kind of nutty. 8 touchdowns as well for him. 1,300 yards. Yeah, he had a crazy year. Receiving, Donovan Allen just kind of went off. 12 touchdowns. I'll take that. Darius Slayton was good. Kenny Golladay only 1 touchdown, though. Interesting. The offensive line was not good. I just have had no luck with offensive linemen this whole time. 98 tackles for Fred Warner. 14 tackles for loss for Dexter Lawrence. Good number of sacks, though. Ed Oliver and Leonard Williams from the interior. We're getting a lot of pressure. That's kind of amazing. 3 picks for Xavier McKinney and James Bradbury, 2 for Fred Warner and Adoree Jackson, and then 1 for 3 other players. 5th in the NFL on offense. And then defensively, we were 17th. Not bad at all. Deshaun Watson's going to win MVP, but Daniel Jones at number 6. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Jake Vickers. Daniel Jones at number 3. Defensive Player of the Year is Eric Kendricks. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Rudy Fort. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Kamani Foote. What a name. Luke Knighton, whoever that is, at number 9. Best quarterback is Russell Wilson. I got Daniel Jones at number 6. Let's go. Best running back is Zeke, but Saquon should be on the list somewhere. He's at number 7. Dude, the NFC is so stacked for running back if Saquon's at number 7 after having 1,300 yards. That's nuts. Best wide receiver is DK Metcalf, but Donovan Allen at number 2. Coming out of nowhere. Best offensive lineman is David Bakhtiari. Okay, now honestly, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've kind of avoided saying my center's name this whole time. I know who this player is, but here we go. Michael Onwenu. That doesn't sound right, but maybe it is. I've never heard his name said before. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, I guess. Best D lineman is Khalil Mack. Ed Oliver at number 5. Best linebacker is Shaq Barrett. Lorenzo Carter at number 10 there. Best defensive back, William Jackson's still at an 87. Interesting. I thought he would have regressed horribly by now. James Bradbury, though, at number 10. Best kicker, Daniel Carlson. Graham Gano, though, at number 2. Let's go. Love to see that. We have to take on the Cardinals. Let's upgrade the team. I don't really think we're going to win many games here, but the team's looking pretty spicy. Right, we're 94. Looking all right. Dude, we have a 9 overall advantage on the Cardinals, and we are absolutely getting destroyed this game. There's no way we don't lose. This happens to me all the time. We actually won. Okay, 28-25. The Saints are at 90. They only won 8-8, and they're at 90. Madden, you don't make no sense. Come on. Help me out here. Help me understand. We're going to win, though. We have to take on the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. They're at 85 again. We have such a clear advantage. But, I mean, guess games aren't won on paper, I suppose, so. We will simulate by, go to the Super Bowl. Let's see if we can win. That would be huge. This would be a good end of the rebuild if I can at least make the Super Bowl. And we are in the Super Bowl against the Browns. Let's go. Let's check out these development trade upgrades. Daniel Jones is not up. That is robbery. He deserves it. Allen, though, is up to superstar. He's looking really good down there. Windsor has star development. He didn't go up or anything like that. I think Ed Oliver went up, though. He did go up. Yeah, this team's playing really well on defense, man. Just saying, this side of the ball is kind of scary. Now I have to take on the Cleveland Browns. Well, let's hop straight into this game. They're 93. All right, well, it's kind of chalked, but I'll take a Super Bowl L for the final season. Like, honestly, that's not that bad. It's still rather successful in my eyes. Hey, we scored first, so if that, I'm just saying we won. We had the lead at one point in this game. That's pretty crazy. Oh, not anymore. 13-10. That just flipped immediately. 20-10. Do something offense, please. 20-17. Get the ball back. 23-17, 24-23, 29-24, 30-29, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl 30-29. Are you kidding me? That's how this game ends. What a Super Bowl, dude! I wish that would like actually happen. That seemed like insanely exciting. All right, well anyway, that was a successful rebuild, man. I've gone back to back winning Super Bowls. I'm normally not this good. I mean, you know, clearly the best rebuilder on YouTube. That's not even up for debate, right? But normally not this consistent. Wait, hold on. Before I go, Daniel Jones wins MVP and he has 5 interceptions. That's a very Daniel Jones Super Bowl. I just recorded my entire outro, by the way, and I had to come back for that because that was content right there. Okay, well anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.